There's a certain kind of person who doesn't raise their voice, even when things fall apart. They don't panic. They don't rush. They just breathe. And while everyone else is losing their minds, they quietly watch, like someone who's already been through this before. Real calmness isn't about not feeling. It's about feeling everything, but not reacting to everything. These people weren't born this way. They became this way. See, calm people usually went through phases where they weren't. They were overthinkers once. They tried to control everything, fix everything, please everyone. And every time they tried, they learned the same lesson. Life doesn't bend to your will. At some point, they stopped fighting the ocean. Instead, they learned to surf it. Psychologists call this emotional regulation, but it's really about understanding your emotions so deeply that they no longer control you. Calm people can feel anger without exploding, sadness without drowning, and fear without panicking. Inside their mind, there's a voice that says, "This too will pass." And that voice isn't blind hope, it's memory. They've lived through enough to know that even the worst moments fade. Most people think calm means cold, but it usually means the opposite. Calm people hold space for others when everyone else is panicking. They're the ones who can say, "It's okay," and mean it. Why do some people reach this state while others constantly feel overwhelmed? The answer lies in the brain. In calm people, the fear center becomes more balanced. Their thinking brain learns to step in before emotion takes over. That pause between feeling and reacting, that's their superpower. But here's the thing. Calm people often learned this the hard way. Through heartbreak, through disappointment, through realizing that reacting quickly often made things worse. At some point, peace became more important than being right. When tension rises, they choose silence over shouting. They choose to breathe instead of blame. They choose to let go instead of holding grudges that burn from inside. And yet, calm people often carry storms inside that no one can see. They look peaceful, but their calm is hard-earned. It's forged in pain, not perfection. They've cried in private, questioned themselves, felt unseen. That's why people who are always calm think differently. They're not driven by impulse. They're guided by perspective. Deep down, they've realized something most people don't. Reacting to everything makes you a prisoner of everything. The calmer you are, the freer you become. Calm people don't just react differently, they see differently. While most people see chaos, they see patterns. While most see problems, they see lessons. That's what gives them balance. The calm person you see sitting quietly, they've probably lived through things that once broke them. They just learned not to live inside that break anymore. They've realized that when you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you create space. And that space is where peace begins. They're not detached from life. They're just anchored deeper in it. Their calmness isn't apathy. It's understanding. It's knowing that not every emotion deserves expression, not every thought deserves attention, and not every situation deserves energy. There's something beautifully strange about calm people. They're some of the most emotional souls, yet they're the least reactive. They've learned that you can express emotion without exploding. Their sadness becomes reflection. Their anger becomes clarity. Their fear becomes faith. That's the secret. They transform emotion into awareness. And here's something even deeper. Calmness changes how people treat you. When you stay calm, you become harder to manipulate. Nothing confuses chaos more than someone who doesn't join it. While others race to respond, the calm person waits. And in that wait, they see things others miss. They see motives. They see patterns. They don't rush to conclusions because they know truth always unfolds on its own. That's why calm people rarely regret their decisions. They give life time to show them what's real. If you ask them how they stay so calm, they'll smile and say, "I just stopped fighting everything." But what they really mean is they stopped fighting life. They stopped trying to win every argument, control every outcome, predict every future. They started trusting themselves enough to let things unfold. Trust. That's the secret ingredient. It's not about knowing what will happen. It's about believing that whatever happens, you'll handle it. And that belief comes from experience. From surviving enough storms to know you'll survive the next one too. That's why calm people radiate quiet confidence, not loud, showy confidence, but the kind that feels like gravity. You just feel safe around them. Even the calmest people lose their balance sometimes. They get angry, they break down, they doubt. But the difference is they know how to return to stillness. They observe the emotion, understand it, and let it pass. Because true calm isn't about never being shaken. It's about always finding your way back. Maybe you felt that pull too, that quiet voice that says, "I just want peace." Maybe you've reached the point where chaos no longer excites you, where silence feels like safety. That's not weakness, that's growth. Because calmness isn't something you're born with, it's something you grow into. And once you do, the world changes color. You stop needing noise to feel alive. You start valuing quiet moments and slower days. You measure success not by how much you achieve, but by how peacefully you live. And the best part, the calmer you become, the more clearly you see. So if you've ever been told you're too calm, take it as a compliment. It means you've learned to see the storm without becoming it. It means you found a strength that doesn't shout. It simply is. Because calmness isn't emptiness. It's fullness without noise. It's power without aggression. It's emotion without chaos.